Welcome back. Our next guest is no stranger to the San Diego Latino Film Festival. This will be his third time featured in the festival with an experimental black and white film. I'd like to welcome Omar De Leon to the show. Thanks for being here, Omar.
Thank you, Jessica.
How did you become a filmmaker?
Just, growing up, and, I always noticed that I would, create stories, do comic books, that sort of stuff. And, it never left me. I just always retained that inside me. But it wasn't until I saw a film in my English class, An Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge, that I started thinking, seriously about getting behind the camera and learning about, how to make a film in that sense.
The film that is going to be showed during the Latino Film Festival is called Sleep. Tell us about what Sleep is about.
Well, Sleep is an experimental film, and it's a postmodern look at it's really my look at how Cholo culture is. Growing up in the neighborhood, I was never part of a gang or anything like that, but, you see these, they become icons, of something. And that something was kind of vague to me. I didn't understand it. But with Sleep, it's sort of a story about, a group of Cholos. And one of the main characters, Emilio, is very protective of his little sister. And so he doesn't want to have her grow up in that type of environment. So, it's kind of hypocritical in a sense that, he wants something better for his little sister, but demonstrates, something way different,
Right.
So the story explores that, and it's experimental again because it doesn't, follow a narrative structure the way you would usually, see in a typical, Hollywood film. You get bits and pieces of it at a time, and it's sort of like a fly in the wall feeling that you're just eavesdropping on their conversations.
Mm-hmm.
But I did want to get across that they were, wandering spirits. They didn't have a real aim in their life, and so that's kind of what it portrays.
Just living their day-to-day life.
Yeah, living day to day.
Let's check out a clip of Sleep.
No, I don't trust him. I'm gonna stay.
I remember this. It's from my dream.
Experimental films to you, Omar, is not a new genre for you. Tell me what attracts you to experimental films.
Well, I like it that it doesn't, bind you to any one form, You can play around with, camera angle. You can play around with lighting. You can play around with, the way you write and portray characters and display them on the scene. So that's what I like about it, is, it's not confined to any type of mold or, in the past for me that sort of represented something almost fake, but I think I've grown now, and matured a lot, and I want to make a departure from experimental, and I want to, try, mainstream things like the new film I'm working on is a comedy that I'm co-writing with my girlfriend, Mara Lucio, and so we're working on that, and it's a real challenge for me again, because in a way it is like an experimental film because I've never done a comedy, and so, but yeah, my background has been experimental. I've been doing that for 8 years, 9 years, and so, it's been fun, but it's time to move on to something new.
Try something different.
Yeah.
Like we said, Sleep is going to be your third film debuted in the festival.
Right.
How do you feel about this opportunity, this local opportunity here in your backyard to show your work that you're so proud of?
Oh man, it's amazing, the first time I was in the festival, it was very, overwhelming for me because I didn't know what it was like to be in a festival, and I, now that I know, it's a lot about, also promoting your film and really, getting people to know you. Mm-hmm. It's something new to me. I'm very shy, naturally, so for me to go out there and, hey, promote my film,
Right.
and make a big fuss over it is a challenge for me. But it's great. I think it's an amazing opportunity that I have to, you know, take advantage of, and hopefully, you know, it catapults me into, you know, into better places. You know?
I'm sure it will. Thank you, Omar. Good luck to you. And if you want to catch these films and meet some of these filmmakers, the San Diego Latino Film Festival is March 6th through the 16th at Ultrastar Cinemas at Hazard Center in Mission Valley. Thank you so much for joining us for Shades of San Diego, and we'll see you next time.